up, everybody? It's your girl Imari. Today I kind of just wanted to do a little chat with you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I posed the question to guys and girls separately: what is your biggest frustration when it comes to dating? And one of the guys responded with, and this was kind of directed at me, but he said that it's frustrating when you have a kid and she doesn't want to date you because she automatically thinks you have baby mama drama. So, like I said, he directed that at me. I just wanted to kind of explain a little bit further why it is exactly that I struggle dating guys with kids. I've done it before a few times. I can't necessarily say I'll for sure never do it again. It's just not my preference. I would just prefer to stay away from that. And to give you a little background, I am a child of divorced parents. So my parents got divorced, I think, when I was 2 years old. So maybe 93 or 94 they got divorced. And it's funny because my dad, while they were together, he kind of took a baby video of mine. Like, I have a whole VHS old school tape that says my name on it, and it's just footage of me as a baby. And I think when I was like 19 years old, I watched the video kind of at least almost to the end. I'm not sure if I got all the way through it, but that was the first time that I had tried to go all the way to the end. And it kind of started off with me as a baby. My parents were still married at that point. And there was just no problems. And I just thought it was so cute, like watching. They were really young when they had me. Not really young, but like early 20s. So it was just cute watching this young couple and their baby. And they're just, it's their first kid. So they're just all about their baby. And then as the video progressed, you could kind of see me get quieter. And you wouldn't see my parents together in the video anymore. And then at the very end, again, I assume it was my dad, only because I feel like my mom probably didn't know how to work the camera. But I think it was my dad at the end he was taping an episode of Montel, old school. But there was part of that show taped over my baby video, and it was like how to raise a kid in divorce, or how to deal with bringing someone new in when you are divorced and you have a kid. So I think that was the first time in my life where I had like a full breakdown over that. I had never really acknowledged that it made me sad that my parents weren't together until that moment where I watched that. And it's just sad to me because, all the stuff that I see on my baby video, that happened in my life, but I don't remember any of that. The only part of my life that I remember was when the dysfunction started. That's all that I still have in my head. So after my parents got divorced, there was a lot of custody battles and just constant fighting, and police at my house all the time, and my teachers always knew that there was something going on at home. And then my dad ended up having 2 more kids, and my mom actually adopted 2 more kids. So I just kind of felt like the floater kid. I didn't think I would get emotional. Sorry. I just never got to feel like I 100% belonged in either house. And it's not anybody's fault. It's not like anybody purposely tried to make me feel that way. It's just the reality of, the situation when your parents split up and then they start lives over. It's just how it is. It's not anybody's fault. It's just how I felt. And then so because I'm just bouncing back and forth between households, and they were fighting all the time, like I just always felt like a burden, because whenever I'm involved, there's fighting and there's police and there's always just something stupid going on. So that was just really hard. And coming out of that, I don't know if you've ever heard the phrase, like, your childhood is what you spend the rest of your life trying to get over. That's how I felt about mine. And not to say that I had the worst childhood ever or anything like that. At least I had my parents, and they were both active, and I realize that and I appreciate that. But they just couldn't get over their hatred for each other so that I could be okay, you know? So anyway, growing up now, that's why it's hard for me to date someone that has kids, because I already felt like I didn't belong in any family 100% when I was growing up. So I don't want to I don't want to repeat that. And that's how it feels dating someone with a kid. It feels like I'm repeating my life all over again, but I'm a different character in the story now. But it's the same story, but I've just switched, and now I'm not the kid. I have to see everything from a different angle now, but it's still the same story. I have to feel like I have to figure out how to fit in with this family that you already started. And I have to feel like I don't 100% belong here, because you've already started something and I'm just trying to figure out how to squeeze in there, as opposed to me getting to have my own family and start that on my own. So, you know, it's not just the issue of not wanting to deal with the baby mama or whatever. It's not like I don't like kids. I love kids. It's too hard for me just because of how I grew up already. Going through all that growing up and feeling like that growing up, I don't want to keep feeling like that. Feeling like I have to figure out my position in someone's life. It's just not, it's not fun for me. I don't like it, and I don't want to do it. And like I said, I can't say for sure never. Maybe there will be someone that has kids that can understand and can be better at making me feel comfortable in that situation, but I haven't come across that yet. So if you don't have a good relationship with the mother of your kid or kids or whatever it is, you don't need to bring someone else into the situation, because you're bringing someone innocent in to deal with consequences that they didn't even cause. Like, I shouldn't have to deal with someone angry, or even if it's you, if you're the one, because that happens where guys are so like, you know, they got broke up with or whatever it is, and you're just so angry with that person that you spend so much time just trying to make them miserable. And then you bring someone else into that situation and think that they're just supposed to deal with that. Like, no one should have to sign up for that. No one should have to sign up to be a part of you trying to be vindictive towards someone else. It's not fair. It's not fair to, first of all, it's not fair to the kid. And that's what I don't think people understand. And I hate to say it, but my parents included, like, they spent so much time hating each other and just doing mean and spiteful things to each other. And like I said, I had police at my house all the time. There was always an argument. There was always something going on. And neither one of my parents acknowledged like how I was feeling in those times. You spend all that time trying to get back at this other person and trying to just hurt their feelings and be as mean to them as possible. And then when the kid turns 18, then what? You don't have to have contact with this person anymore, so you just get to drop that and move on and basically find a new hobby or find something else to fill your time. So you just get to move on like nothing happened. Huh? Well, that's over. But the person that gets stuck with the memories and the pain of that is the kid. So you guys get to stop at 18 and you guys get to move on, but I'm still dealing with that. I still am struggling to get over things that happened when I was younger. So, oh God. I'm not like trying to punish people that have kids, or I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. There are people that can do it and can be successful at blending families, or having someone come in and, you know, they're part of the kids that you already have and you guys have more kids or whatever it is. There's people that can handle that, and just, I don't think that I'm able to handle it well. Just, and maybe at some point I'll be better and I'll be okay with everything that happened. But it's just not now. I've tried it and I feel out of place the whole time. So you need to try to make your situation as stable as possible before you try to bring someone else into, especially if they're not bringing that baggage themselves. Like, you have to understand that that's sensitive, or it can be, at least to some people. Like, you don't have to ever hear about any of my exes if you're with me. You don't have to see the product of me and my ex's relationship. You don't have to see that with me. And that's what I have to deal with you. You want to come to me and complain about what she's doing and blah, blah, blah. And that's like a burden that I would have to bear, or whoever you're dating has to bear, that you don't have to in return. You don't have to deal with any of that. So you just need to be aware of that. You need to think, like, what is it that I can do to make this person feel comfortable? Because this is not an ideal situation. And you have to understand that and be sensitive to that other person. So, man, I really didn't think that I would get this emotional, but I think maybe it's just, this is the first time that I've talked about it completely. And that's just kind of skimming the surface. Everything that happened when I was a kid, but all right, I'm sorry that I was so emotional. I'm really sorry. So anyway, I'm gonna try to do little chats like these in between episodes of the talk show, so you guys can let me know what you think about it and if you like them, if I should do more, if there's any other topic you think I should touch on. Dating is probably a good one. That's one that can just go on and on for days. So let me know what you think, guys. Thanks so much for watching.